Have you ever felt like what you have to offer isn't enough? Maybe you're looking at a huge problem, a massive project, or a big dream, and you just feel small. You look at your own resources, your talents, your time, and you think, how can this possibly make a difference? If you've ever felt that way, I want to share a story with you that completely changes that perspective. It's a story about a simple lunch that turned into a miracle. Imagine this scene. Thousands of people, a massive crowd, gathered on a grassy hillside. They've been listening to Jesus teach all day, and now the sun is starting to set. People are getting hungry. Really hungry. The disciples, Jesus' closest friends, start to get a little anxious. They look around and see a sea of faces, men, women, and children. They go to Jesus and say, "This is a remote place, and it's already getting late. Send the crowds away so they can go to the villages and buy themselves some food." It's a practical solution, right? A logical one. But Jesus looks at them and says something that probably sounded crazy. He says, "They do not need to go away. You give them something to eat." Can you imagine their reaction? They're probably thinking, "Us? How? We're in the middle of nowhere." They do a quick inventory check. All they have is a tiny bit of money, not nearly enough to buy bread for such a huge number of people. It's an impossible situation. They were looking at the problem and seeing only their own limitations. But then, something amazing happens. Andrew, one of the disciples, spots a young boy in the crowd. He says to Jesus, "Here is a boy with 5 small barley loaves and 2 small fish. But how far will they go among so many?" Think about that. 5 little flatbreads and 2 fish. It's basically a kid's lunchbox. In the face of feeding thousands, it was practically nothing. It was insignificant. I can just picture the boy, maybe a little hesitant, offering up his simple meal. He probably didn't think it would do much, but he was willing to share what he had. This is the turning point of the whole story. Jesus takes that lunch. He takes what seems totally inadequate. He doesn't dismiss it. He doesn't laugh. He takes it seriously. He holds it up, gives thanks to God for it, and then he starts to break the bread and fish. He gives the pieces to the disciples, and the disciples start handing them out to the people, and then the miracle unfolds. The food doesn't run out. Everyone gets to eat, not just a little nibble either. The Bible says they all ate and were satisfied. They ate until they were full. And here's the truly mind-blowing part. After everyone had finished eating, Jesus told his disciples to gather the leftovers so that nothing would be wasted. And you know what they collected? 12 baskets full of broken pieces of bread and fish. They started with one small lunch and ended up with 12 baskets of leftovers after feeding over 5,000 people. So, what does this ancient story have to do with us today? Everything. That little boy with his lunch is you and me. We look at our own 5 loaves and 2 fish, our small talents, our limited time, our modest resources, and we think it's not enough to make a real impact. We see the huge needs in the world, in our communities, in our own families, and we feel overwhelmed and powerless. But this story teaches us a powerful lesson. God doesn't need our abundance. He wants our availability. He's not asking you to have it all figured out. He's just asking you to bring what you have, no matter how small it seems. That boy didn't have a master plan to feed the crowd. He just had a lunch, and he had a willing heart. He put what he had into the hands of Jesus, and Jesus did the rest. What are your 5 loaves and 2 fish? Maybe it's a kind word for someone who's having a bad day. Maybe it's an hour of your time to volunteer. Maybe it's a small donation to a cause you care about. Maybe it's your creative talent, your ability to organize, or simply your willingness to listen. It might feel insignificant to you, but when you place it in God's hands, He can multiply it in ways you can't even imagine. Don't ever underestimate the power of a small act of generosity. Don't let the size of the problem paralyze you. Just take that first step. Offer what you have. Your little bit, combined with God's limitless power, can create a miracle. It can feed a multitude. It can change a life. It can change the world. So, the next time you feel like you don't have enough to offer, remember the boy with his lunch. Share what you have, and then watch what God does with it. Thanks so much for watching. If this story encouraged you, hit that like button and subscribe for more videos that I hope will inspire you. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's one small thing you can offer this week? Let's encourage each other. See you in the next video.